Hey guys, this is Jerika. Welcome to my channel. So I finally decided to try and create a look with this Morphe 3502 palette. This palette came out in fall of last year, so I'm completely behind on the hype. But I decided to get it. I had went and got the It's My Ray Ray palette, and then I took it back and got this because I'm like, I kind of wanted the Morphe palette more, which I mentioned this before, that I have wanted this one a little bit more than I wanted the It's My Ray Ray, even though I do plan on going back to get that one specifically for the highlighters. But so I decided to go ahead and do this Morphe 3502 palette, in case you haven't seen the colors, which you have, everybody has now. Like I said, I'm super late hopping on the train. Let me get these colors lined properly. So this is what they look like. Okay, you can't really tell because of this glare, so let me take that off so you guys can see. This is what they look like. A bunch of fiery oranges and reds and things like that. Just so bomb. So I had to get it. I saw it at Ulta, did some swatches. I was like, yeah, I gotta get it. Like, it's super pigmented, and I never got the 350 palette, so this is kind of like getting the 350 and 3502 kind of in one. So I just had to have it. So I'm really glad I got it. I'm gonna try to keep creating looks with this. I know a lot of people say it's a fall palette, but I honestly think it's like a spring summer palette, because like fiery reds and stuff scream summer to me. Like, it screams summer. So I decided to go ahead and do a fiery red look, which is what I got on my eyes right now. You guys can see, of course, there'll be pictures and stuff, but it was pretty easy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this this little voiceover tutorial. I'm gonna actually start doing videos where I actually talking through while I'm doing it, because I think that's better than doing voiceovers. I kind of hate doing voiceovers, so I think from here on out I'm gonna try and do videos where I'm talking while I'm doing my makeup. Even though those videos kind of end up being long, which is why most people don't do it. But you know, you just can't win here on the YouTube, because you know, if you have a long video, people are complaining about a long video. If you do voiceovers, people say, can you do more videos where you actually talk through? So it's like, you just don't know what to do out here, okay? So you might as well just do what you want to do, okay? If you guys want to see how I got this look, then keep watching. Alright, you guys, starting with the Makeup Revolution concealer in the color C12, and I'm putting that on my eyelids as my primer. And then I'm blending it out with my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I'm going to set it with my Sacha buttercup. Setting your lids with a translucent powder is better, but I didn't have my translucent powder with me, so I just used the Sacha buttercup. Now this first color I'm putting in my above my crease is my transition color, y'all. I really do not remember what color this is in the palette. It's either like universal or contour or tan. One of those brown shades is the color I use first. I apologize, I don't remember which one it is, because I'm looking at this palette and it doesn't look like any of these have been touched. Even though I've done a whole look with this, I can't even tell which one I used. So I do apologize. Should have wrote it down. I think it's Orb though, is the color I used, if I'm not mistaken. The color is Orb. The next color you're going to see me go in is the color Ablaze. This is a super fiery orange color, and I really like this color. The main reason I got the Morphe 3502 palette is because of Ablaze and Fire. They're so pretty. One's orange and one's is really deep red. So those are some colors that I really like. I honestly could have just tried to find these colors in a different like singles, but I bought another makeup palette, like I said, that I don't need. So, you know, I'm trying not to buy any more. The crayon case, the last video before this one, I said that was the last palette I was buying. So we'll see. Okay, we'll see. So the next color I'm going to go in is going to be Fire. I'm putting this in the outer V of my eye and kind of blending it into my crease. This is a really pretty red color that I just mentioned before. It's so red, and Fire is the perfect name for this color because it's super red. It's like a red orange color. So it's not a deep red, it's like a red orange, and I really like it. It's like a neon red actually once you put it on your lids. Now I'm going to cut my crease using my Real Techniques detailer brush, the same concealer I used earlier. I love using this little brush to cut creases because I feel like I can finesse this little hood on my lid. As you can see, that line causes so many problems in my life. But this brush really allows me to get the line to be perfect. Until I get really good at these, I'm going to have to use a small brush because some people can do it with a big brush, but I can't. So then after I set it with some translucent, with my Coty Airspun, which you won't see me do on camera, but after I get this cut crease halfway, I'm going to set it. And then you're going to see me applying this color called Pure. This is a really pretty light gold color. This color would be bomb as a highlight. I might try and use it as a highlight one day, but it's a really pretty gold color, and you kind of have to pack this color on in layers in order for it to be really nice. I did set it with some setting spray though, but I'm just packing it on. And the next color you're going to see me use is called Sauce. This is a really pretty orangey metallic color. I'm loving these glitter metallic-y shades. They are so pretty. So Sauce is another one of my favorite colors to use. Look at that. Just look how pretty it is. So pretty and orange. It kind of reminds me of the orange in the Crayon Case palette, because that orange is also shimmery and it looks like this if you watched the video before this. If not, I will link it above. But I really like this color. It's really pretty orange metallic color. And you want to make sure you're blending these colors in with each other. I'm doing that, like applying orange into the gold and then gold into the orange, etc., etc. Then we're going back in with the color Fire and putting that on the outer corner and blending it upwards. Just trying to make sure that the outer corner is just snatched. Next thing you guys are going to see me do is go in with my favorite foundation, the L'Oreal Pro Matte in Soft Sable. I just dotted on my face and used one of my favorite foundation brushes I got from Amazon. The brand of the brush is BS Mall. It's a little pack of brushes I bought on Amazon in 2014. Still holding on, even though most of the brushes are being held by duct tape. I still use these brushes because they're still bomb. So I'm just blending that out. As you can see, this brush is just perfect for foundation. It leaves my foundation flawless and airbrush looking, and I love it so much more than a sponge. Just look how flawless it looks, you guys. And this foundation, I swear, you don't even have to set. But I always set because I do under eye concealer and stuff. But if you just wanted to be done, you totally could be done. Just look how flawless it is. Then I'm going in with that same concealer, putting that under my eyes to brighten and kind of get like rid of any lines under my eyelids or whatever. Not eyelids. Under my eyes. I'm putting it on my chin, my nose, and a little bit on my forehead. I don't really go overboard with this. Just a little bit, just to highlight the high points of my face. And then I blend it out with a Real Technique sponge. Doing my makeup makes my nose run, you guys. And I really think it's the ingredients in the makeup. So I'm not really sure what I could do to combat that. But I feel like if you're using makeup, this is just going to happen. Especially if you have allergies like I do. It's just a lose-lose situation, like no matter what I do with this stuff. Then I'm going in with the LA Girl concealer. This is Dark Cocoa. Using this as a contour color. I only use this concealer for this. And I'm also buffing that out with another BS Mall brush that came with the Amazon brushes I was just telling you about. You really got to buff this out. Using a really dense brush is what I'm using right now. And you just got to buff it out until it goes away. And excuse the faces that I'm going to be making in these next few minutes of this tutorial because it is ugly. Also, to get rid of some harsh lines, if you take your Real Techniques sponge, you can make it not so harsh and it'll blend out better. And then I'm taking my Sacha Buttercup and I am slicing that contour, you guys. Like, this is how you get a super crisp contour and make your cheekbones look snatched. I really like doing this. And then I'm going to set under my eyes, down my nose, my forehead, where my brows are. Especially where my brows are, because my brows get really shiny. And I have no idea why. Like, I just don't know. I don't even know what my skin is, you guys. Okay, help sister out. Now you see me adding my CoverGirl Ebony Bronze Bronzer. Please recommend any drugstore bronzers because I have been looking for one and I haven't felt like I found one that'll match, that'll be a little bit darker than my skin. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Master Chrome. This used to be like my holy grail highlighter until I found some other ones. But I use this highlighter and then I put the Fenty Beauty on top of it. Really like a really light shimmery gold color. You guys see that deep line on the right side of my face, which is on my left side, but it's showing up on the right. Like, I have no idea what to do to stop that smile line from peeking through. No matter what I do, no matter how many times I set it or conceal it, it just peeks through almost immediately after putting on foundation. It's so irritating. Anyways, taking that fire color and putting it on my lower lash line, as you guys can see here. And then I'm going to set my face with my Skindinavia, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. I actually had a fun time filming it. So if you guys like this video, I hope you guys thumbs up and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on Snapchat to keep up with me in my daily life. Also, don't forget to check out my fashion and beauty blog, which I will link down here. It's www.jerikasincere.com. Also, don't forget to check out my travel website if you want to become a travel agent. Book travel for people, learn how you can save on travel, things of that nature. That'll also be below and in the description bar. It's www.sisterhoodtravel.info. So I thank you guys so much for watching and have a good day.